Well, if this is hard to do, then what's going to happen is you start your backswing, when you get about right here and you start to go back, your arms are going to want to pull apart because you don't have the mobility, even if your arms are relaxed and your shoulders are relaxed, to keep this triangle together. Elbow curls. So you take the golfer's grip, you put it in that position, then you take your knuckles and you place your knuckles on your temples, thumbs pointed down, my wrists are flat. Now here's what I'm gonna do. Feet are straight ahead, I've got 90-degree angles. Now all I'm gonna do from here is touch my elbows. And my wrists don't bend. So my wrists stay flat and I touch my elbows. See, that's really easy for me to do. I can cross my elbows over. Now what a lot of you are going to find, you do this and you start to get right about here and all of a sudden it starts to get really tight in your shoulders and you're shaking and it's hard to get your elbows to touch. So what does that have to do with golf? Well, if this is hard to do, then what's going to happen is you start your backswing, when you get about right here and you start to go back, your arms are going to want to pull apart because you don't have the mobility, even if your arms are relaxed and your shoulders are relaxed, to keep this triangle together. So everybody talks about this triangle and make sure that you keep the same width. Well, for a lot of you, if you go back any further than this, if you're this type of person where that's tight, you go any further than this in your backswing, your arms are going to pull apart. Nicholas's arms pulled apart. He was fairly tight doing that exercise. That was part of the reason his arms did what they did. Now, there were some other reasons that he did what he did with his swing, but some of it just felt good, and physically, it's what fit him. So again, if you can do this, now see, I can cross it over. So when I go back, I mean, I could put my elbows right together. I mean, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. I can put them here, I can put them there. I can put just about any place you want. Somebody who's tight, if you try to keep this triangle, you get about right here and all of a sudden they're trying so hard to keep their arms from pulling apart. There's so much tension you can't swing. So for sure, the person who's tight, the last thing you want to do is create more tension. So that person, you either shorten your swing up a little, or when you go back, you let your elbows come apart a little bit. They have to for you to be able to rotate. So again, understanding mobility and how you move, relating it to your swing. Don't try to do things you can't. Make sure you can do it before you try.